everyone, my name is Dr. Kate O'Keefe and I am the Head of Performance Psychology at G-Science. In today's video we are going to talk all about stress, what it is and how it can impact your game. So what is stress? Stress is a normal human reaction that happens to everyone, whether you're an amateur or an elite professional player. Stress is a feeling that is created when you react to certain events. These events could be, for example, worrying about an important game, visualizing big crowds at a tournament, getting frustrated after making a small mistake, or even becoming tilted after a series of errors by you or your teammates. It is important that you remember that stress is created when you react to certain events. This means that you are ultimately in control of how much stress impacts you and your gameplay. Therefore, it all comes down to how good you are able to recognize the events that trigger stress in you. Once you are aware of your triggers, it is important that you then understand how to regulate your stress levels in the moment that they occur. So how are we able to recognize stress? When we become stressed, lots of changes begin to occur in both our body and in our mind. First, let's talk about what happens in our body. When we are stressed, our body activates what is called the sympathetic nervous system. This is the part of our body that helps us prepare to fight or run from stressful events. So when you become stressed before, during or after a game, you may feel some responses like your temperature rising, you might begin to sweat, you might even feel your heart rate or your breathing rate increase. So now let's look at what might happen to your mental game when you become stressed. When you become stressed, you may lose track of your thoughts. You may become indecisive, lose confidence and concentration, and you may also become frustrated and start to lash out at you or your teammates. Or you even might try to hide and become avoidant in game. The point is that everyone reacts differently to stress, so it is important that you know what happens to you when you become stressed. This is so important so that you can decide what the right strategies are for you to help control your stress so that your stress doesn't take over and win your game. Now, stress isn't always a bad thing. Sometimes people need a little bit of stress in order to enter what's called a flow state and play at their best. For example, nerves before you start to play a game aren't all that bad if you're able to recognize them for what they are, just nerves, and then be able to enter the game calm and ready to go. Everyone has different levels of stress that are good for them, but too much stress is where the problem lies. If you'd like to know more about finding out what your optimal stress level is for playing at your best, please reach out for more information.